Well, good day all. Here today we're gonna talk about our lesson number two, and I believe you all have gone through lesson one. And as I mentioned earlier, lesson one linked with lesson two, and lesson two linked with lesson three. Therefore, if you haven't go through lesson number one, please go through it. Right. Without any delay, let's move to this lesson. It is all about introduction to project management and the evolution of it. Right. Well, let's move to our first slide. Here it has given a kind of a definition about project management. Right. The question is, what is project management? According to the guide to the project management body of knowledge, it is the application of skills, tools, and techniques to project activities in order to meet the project requirements. Right. Here you can find few keywords: skills, tools, and techniques to project activities. Right. And skills in the sense, as you all know, as we discussed in previous lesson, even project manager is the guy who manage this project, right? Therefore, what there are some skills to be improved, enhanced by a project manager in order to manage project, right? This is all discussed about that part, right? The tools in the sense there are some tools like critical path method, Gantt chart, and so on. Those will be discussed in detail in next chapters. And techniques, there are some techniques to be used as well. All these things, project management is a kind of a mixture of all these things, right? Here you just need to have kind of a brief understanding, brief idea about project management. But when you go through all the, I mean, lessons, the skills of a project manager, and then the basis of a building life cycle, I mean, project life cycle, and also whatever the activities which happen within each phase, you will get to know these things in a kind of a uh, detailed manner, right? Therefore, just have this kind of, I mean, this brief introduction in your mind about project management, right? Well, let's move to our next slide, right? Here, I wanted to point out how project management came to this stage with the time being, right? Therefore, here our subtopic is history of project management, right? Well, here I have a portrait, a picture of ancient Egypt, right? You all know about pyramids, right? I don't believe there is no one who doesn't know about this. You might have seen at least pictures. Right, this is one of the seven world wonders with massive endeavor and massive materials and workforce. This is a huge project. Hope you all might remember the project definition. Right, if we go through the project definition again, it is a temporary initiative undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. Right here, this is the product that has ultimately comes to the party. I mean, it's ancient Egypt, and in terms of time period, it would be like a huge period of time has been used in order to construct this. But I should have tell you that this is even uh, match to the today's standards, right? It's planning and management, something really innovative and matched to today's standards, right? Though the word project management comes to the stage later, but whatever the idea behind this has been used in past even. That's what I wanted to highlight here to this ancient Egypt. There are some lots of massive projects in Sri Lanka, ancient Sri Lanka. Even you might know these things. You can search. If not, right. Well, Let's move to our next slide. Right. Uh, Here our subtopic history of project management continuing. Right. Uh, Here we move from ancient Egypt. Here we move to the 20th century. Right. 20th century. This is when project management came in came really onto the stage and started developing, right? After industrial level revolution in 19th century, resources were limited and use of them efficiently became a key factor. As a result, project management field started to develop and started to invade all over the industries rapidly, right? Then here you see a picture of one person we call Henry Gantt, right? Henry Gantt is one of the forefathers of project management, and he created a simple but excellent chart to illustrate project activities with time. Here you see in this picture that chart we call Gantt chart, and this was probably the first schedule uh, project schedule, and this has been used in World War One even, right? uh, well, that's all about the Gantt chart of Henry Gantt. And with this slide I just wanted to highlight you when really project management came to this stage, right? It's 20th century when project management comes to the party, right? Then let's move to our next slide. Here even our same subtopic continues, history of project management. Well, in late 1950s, critical path method was invented by DuPont and Remington Rand Corporation. Mm, and this critical path method helped project managers to calculate the fastest way to complete a project. And this is done by analyzing how different activities are linked with each other. Here you see just two activities, A and Z, in this picture, but you will learn about this critical path method in detail uh, in upcoming chapters, right? You don't need to worry about this, but this was just given after the Gantt chart. This is one of the key inventions for the development of project management. This was done happened in late 1950s. Well, let's move to next slide. Right. Here even the same subtopic continues. To tell you, in 1960s is the period where the project manager was established as a profession, right? Up to now, right? Up to now, from starting from ancient Egypt or before that, right? This concept had been uh, but the term project management was not there, right? As I told you earlier, after industrial revolution, this project management subject was came to this stage. We have already discussed that part, and this subject was established as profession in 1960s, right? There are two associations were also found. One is International Project Management Association, and the other one is Project Management Institute. Right. The goal of these two, associations was uh, to develop the project management disciplines and to establish standards, best practices, then tools and guidelines. Right. It even has been shown in the figure as well: standards, best practices, tools, and guidelines. Right. Hope you all have kind of an idea about how project management was established as a profession in 1960s. Right. Then let's move to the current situation. I mean, where we are in project management in 21st century. Right. To tell you, comparing with the past, nowadays really high complex projects are happening, right? And also, you know that online based projects are also run, right? Uh, from physical projects from the past, it has been transformed to virtual projects as well, right? There you can find online payments, client data regulations, etc. Right here, this is the current situation of project management, and this will definitely change in future. And this is kind of dynamic area, and I believe you are having kind of an idea about the evolution of project management. We had a kind of a story at the very beginning, right? And also, I gave you kind of a brief understanding about what project management is, and you will get to know about this project management thoroughly with the upcoming chapters. This is just kind of a small chapter to give you kind of a little introduction about project management as well as the evolution of it. And I believe that you are having a kind of an idea about uh, the topic of this lesson. And let's meet from lesson 3. Right, that's all. Thank you.